And I want to start off with, sometimes one of the worst things that happened to you is one of the best things that happens to someone else. During the pandemic, my wife and I were sitting on the couch, very popular place for us to be during the pandemic. Tons of TV. Sometimes I wonder if my couch misses me from all that time in 2020. So Morgan comes up to us and says, "Hey guys, I need to tell you something." Not once in the history of I need to tell you something has something been good on the other side. Need to tell me how handsome and funny I am? Not that. Said, "Hey guys, I need to tell you this, but first let me tell you who Morgan is." Morgan saved our family during the pandemic. To call Morgan a babysitter would be an insult to Morgan. She was a caretaker of our 2- and 6-year-old. Did anyone here raise your hand, try to operate people under the age of 10 during 2020? You guys definitely deserve a round of applause like me, because it was not easy. We were running Little House on the kitchen table prairie for school with my wife and 6-year-old. I would just get up and remove my 2-year-old from the house so everyone could stay sane. So Morgan took care of our family. My wife met her early in the pandemic. She came 3 days a week. She was our sanity savior. So she comes up to us and says, "Hey guys, I need to tell you something." And I knew it wasn't going to be good. She said, "I just graduated from college. I've lived in Philadelphia my whole life. I'd like to explore new things, meet new people, and next month I'm moving to San Diego." And I said, "Oh, that sounds great, but San Diego is closed. You have to stay with us here forever." Now, while I try to be positive, this was truly devastating to us. So what did my wife do? Facebook mom groups, care.com. We were literally asking random people on the street who had other kids, do they know a babysitter, right? Because when you need help, you need help. So my goal today is think of the Morgans like the associates in your life, the people that keep you sane, the people that help you be successful, the people that are truly part of your dental family. And when they move on, for sometimes good reasons, sometimes not so good reasons, you need to find a new Morgan. So how do you find Morgans, hire Morgans, get them ready to help you in your office, and when they move on, what do you do next? So another story here, let me just go over here. My team can help me back there, Nelson. Oh, good. So I was walking on Broad Street in Philadelphia near City Hall. I hear from behind me someone shout out, "Hey, you." So I've lived in Philadelphia for 2 decades. When a random stranger shouts out, "Hey, you," in Philadelphia, you got to be ready for anything. So I turn around and I see this 50-year-old woman with a confused look on her face, and she said, "What is Dental Nachos?" Because I was wearing a Dental Nachos t-shirt. And what I hope to do for you is give you one of my best tips in life and dentistry right now. So if you're going to write anything down, write this down. This will help you inside and outside the operatory. So when someone asks you a weird question, a difficult question, a poignant question, an annoying question, this happens to us often as dentists, as leaders, as parents. What do you say? So I looked at this woman with this weird look on her face, and I said, "That's a great question. A lot of people ask me that." Who here in their office gets asked this? "What does my dental insurance cover?" "My sister's dental insurance covers 33 veneers." Well, your sister's a liar. You only have 32 teeth. But you can't say that. Keep that on the inside part of your head. You say, "It's a great question. A lot of people ask about dental insurance." Here's a great tip. Dental insurance works a lot like a coupon that has restrictions, like blackout dates for airline miles. Or when you go for a sale at your favorite store and you want to buy your brand, they say, no, this other brand over here that nobody likes. So we're going to do the best job possible to maximize the benefit of your coupon. So I believe words are a system. That's a great question. A lot of people ask me that. What does your dental insurance cover? Dental insurance works a lot like a coupon that has restrictions. So back to this woman on the street. I got to have an answer. You name your company after an appetizer, you got to expect some questions. That's on me. So I say, the way Dental Nachos works, the way it works is a great phrase. It's like a Mr. Rogers neighborhood for dentists. Dentists are really, really weird because we go to dental school. You guys can put this forward for me if you don't mind. We go to dental school, and they run the Dental Student Hunger Games. As a D1, you're like, I'm here to learn, meet new people, and hopefully fix teeth. Like, we're going to make you cry quite often. Dental school is like an insecurity boot camp. So my goal with Dental Nachos is to change that. to make dentists and people that work with dentists feel like we can collaborate and not compete. Another great movie during the pandemic we've watched at least 10 times is Raya and the Last Dragon. Who has watched that movie? So if you have not watched that movie, it is for adults too. So what happens in the beginning is there's all these villages. Think of them like DSOs, and they're all fighting over who has the best EBITDA. I have the best EBITDA. You have the best EBITDA. You don't know what EBITDA means. That's true. I really don't, okay? So then Ray is like, we got to get it together. So she spends the whole movie bonding everyone back together in this concept called Kumandra. So I really think it's a great opportunity for dentists to do this. One of my friends even started the Facebook group, Kumandra Dentist. Because I believe us dentists and us people that work with dentists, you're plenty weird too. You signed up to work with us. Sometimes I'm like, who's weirder, the dentist or the people who signed up to work with us? So we're all in this wacky dentisting world together. We can make it better. So I'm really here to hope, I'm living my dream doing this, hopefully recognizing and helping you guys live your dream and avoiding nightmares. But speaking of failed dreams, as a child, I wanted to play professional basketball in the NBA. Spoiler alert, that did not work out. Not even close. Now, that is a picture of me shooting a three-point shot. I was very good in high school at that. I made 43 threes in 1 year in 1994. Not like I remember the exact thing at all. But my favorite player was Dr. J. But the person I wanted to be like was Maurice Cheeks, the point guard. Maurice Cheeks was a star in his own right, but he made everyone around him better through assists. That's his jersey. I wear it sometimes to remember my failed dreams. And what I want to do is to assist you, help you in winning. But what does winning look like? That's different for all of us. So if you're sitting here thinking, what does winning look like in my life? I've been asked to talk about doubling dentisting, doubling dentistry. So this awesome team, of the DEO said, we want you to talk about doubling dentistry. But what does that mean exactly? Let's talk about it together. So raise your hand and keep it up. If you're a dentist, you work with dentists, you've thought about EBITDA today, a lot of people are going to get their hands up for that, or you're married to a dentist, our thoughts are with you, okay? So I want you to keep it up, and I want you to take this hand here, okay? Take your other hand and hit it together in what I call a selfie high five. I take a lot of selfies, so we might as well, I've invented the selfie high five. Because how often you in your office, you do something good, nobody notices, nobody cares. Give yourself a selfie high five. That's what I start to do. We need it. People should care about us. So, in talking about associates and bringing people together, all different generations have different mindsets, and it's normal. I'm a medium-aged 44-year-old. But in doing this, oh, sorry, can you pause it 1 sec? Sorry, it's my fault. Okay, do that. Can we start from the beginning a sec? Sorry, perfect. So I'll tell you, I'll give you a thumbs up. So people say to me, Paul, you know all these dentists. How bad is dental school debt? How bad is it, right? So I said, you know what? I'm going to make a video during the pandemic. I only own 2 of these kids. The other 3 are my nieces and nephews. So I will explain how bad dental school debt is through dad push-ups. Now you can play it with the volume.
Go.
Okay, this is a dentist who graduated in the 1990s with debt. Oh, it's manageable. A little tough, but manageable. All right, off 1990s debt. Next, 2000s debt. In the purple. Oh, this is my generation. Not easy, but the cost to go to dental school, probably at the high end, $200,000. Okay, off 2010 debt. Green sweatshirt. Oh man, dental school pricing has gotten doubled, even though new grads are making the same. Dentist income is stagnant. Okay, 2020 debt. Everybody on here.
Oh.
Next. Good. Drew, can you get on?
Drew, get on the back. Get on the back.
Okay. Hold on, Drew. There's 2021 debt. Oh, that's so tough. Thanks, guys.
So 60 seconds,
awesome,
totally authentic.
Thank you.
I couldn't move them at the end. That's what it feels like to new associates. Now, doing Dental Nachos and having great resources and sponsors, I know there are awesome ways to manage this, but we have to recognize how this feels to new people in the industry. My dental school is 3 times as much 15, 18 years later, nobody knows why. So what I thought was, what skills, actually I want to pause for a second. So I love talking, okay, I was voted most talkative, not a shocker. But I've created a handout for everyone. It's in the app. So anything we don't get to, it's right on the handout. If you want to reach out to me later, say something, that's great. So I've created this checklist for success. I love paper, so it's in the app for you guys to take home with you. I just wanted to say that. So, dental school charges all this money. They must teach new grads how to find a job. I mean, who would charge someone hundreds of thousands of dollars and teach them nothing about how to find a job? So I found the lecture on dental school, and I'll show it to you now. Here's the lecture on how to find a job after dental school. There it is. So in some ways, this is really toxic. And by some ways, I mean all the ways. So I get the opportunity to do high-level implant cases, which is awesome. Anybody who wants a high-level veneer case, I refer out to my awesome friend, Todd Fleischman. Imagine doing a $50,000 case for someone and go, how do I take care of it? Go, you can learn that on the streets. Ask your friends how to use a water pick. That wouldn't be responsible for us. So can we create win-wins, because there's so much emotional energy around what is happening? There's an example of associates who aren't so sure about the job they're being offered. Why are they not so sure? No one has ever told them how a job is supposed to look. Also, many people have not told practice owners how they're supposed to pay. So what if we just created a framework so people would have a deeper understanding? So I'm super honored to have my brother here in the audience with me, Jeff Goodman. He's a partner in my dental practice. Running a dental practice is like running a circus where the animals don't try to eat you, just slowly annoy you to death. So it's very difficult to do that, right? It's pretty much the feeling. The giraffe is complaining, the zebra gets off on July 4th. They always have off on July 4th, right? So I told you about Morgan, my babysitter. So then, during the pandemic, not the best time for me, right? Was it the best time for anybody? No, not the best time for anyone. Our dental associate said, hey, guess what? My wife is a neurologist, and she got into her favorite fellowship, the one she wanted, in San Francisco. So I'm moving to San Francisco. So we needed to replace her, and we replaced this associate with the awesome Dr. Alicia that you see there, because that's what the story is in life. The story is the star of everything that we do.